at the Restoration Car Show 2016, you see all these unique cars. The car just came off of the SEMA show floor, and there was a 62 Falcon that has the suicide door. There is a green car that pops, and it's so beautiful. That's the Jetstar style. And also, the motorcycle with the Snowmobile engine that you won't see anywhere else. So follow us, and I'm going to show you all these interviews.
All right, Elvis, here we go. You are at the Rick's Restoration's SEMA
Restoration, everybody.
after party, all right? We got a car show, big party going on.
So Chris, I noticed that this car is right-hand drive. So you got this car in Japan?
No, actually I imported a front clip from a Mazda RX-7 from Japan. We utilized the engine and the dash. Then it's all been wrapped in discontinued Recaro fabric. I have the last 2 rolls in the world. The engine was fully built, ported, upgraded the turbos, all the ignition system, fuel system, deleted all the AGR and all the stuff that typically goes wrong, kills the reliability on the rotary engine. Yeah.
Oh, this framework, it's so different from anything else. What's going on in here?
Nick McDonald from Wicked Welds Custom Shop in Fort Collins, Colorado, hand built the frame. It's CNC plasma cut, fully TIG welded. Top pass is a freehand weave. Powder coat was done by Pacific Coast Powder Coat out of Palmdale, California. Like I said, the frame, it breaks down into 5 pieces. All the bolts on the frame are one-off custom. You can't get them anywhere else. Downstar Industries out of California did all that for me. The 5-piece frame bolts together, and it's all gusseted on the inside, fully powder coated inside and out. Like I said, thanks again to Pacific Coast Powder Coating. They killed it. The color is the new Dodge Challenger Blue. I'm unaware of the actual name of it. But it's retro styled to match the Mazda made a rotary pickup back in the 70s, and that's what I was going for with the color theme and everything like that. So PPG paint, PPG came through with all the paint for the truck at SEMA. Beautiful color, beautiful truck. I'm blown away with how it turned out. So
let's talk about the suspension in the back. It's totally exposed, and then we can take advantage of this whole beauty that we can see every single part of it. Yeah, tell us about that.
Okay, so first off, the frame runs straight through the center of the cab. It acts as the transmission tunnel. So you can see the drive line, you can see the transmission. All the air lines for the Slam Specialties bag system that we're running Slam Specialties airbags. Their valve manifold and their switch box, everything's made in the United States. The rear end is out of a Ford 8.8, out of a Ford Thunderbird. And we took 8 inches out of the rear end, custom axles from Drive Shaft Shop. The rear end is independent rear, so I mean you've got a little bit of camber, to show off the independent rear. Like I said, once again, all CNC plasma cut. Nick McDonald at Wicked Welds, Fort Collins, Colorado. The rear bag setup utilizes the Slam Specialties bags. It's on a torsion bar setup. The bags are actually mounted on the side of the frame. When you give air to the bags, they open out, twist the torsion bar, and actually lifts the truck up. So I mean, nobody else is running that setup. Nick did all that. I mean, his mind just works like no other human being I've ever seen. I mean, nobody else is doing what we did to this truck right now. So
sounds like a teamwork. Everybody brought in all these ideas and then put this extra car together.
Right. Yeah. When I had actually built the truck once myself, and when I wanted to take it to the next level, I took it to Nick. He built the frame. We collaborated on all that, and then we put all the ideas that I had with the rotary engine, the right-hand drive. The truck sitting on its doors, section 3 inches off the bottom of the cab. I don't know if you noticed that the truck's been unibodied. We welded the bed to the cab. All custom bead rolling, hand bead rolled. All Baylay equipment used to do all the metal work. It's I could go for days on this truck. So.
Do you have any other projects going on, or do you have any plan for this particular car, what you want to do in the future?
Well, for this one, we're going to just plan on showing it. We've got a lot of big shows to hit, represent my truck club, No Regrets. Then I've got a Suzuki Samurai sitting at home that I'd like to put a rotary in and bag it, do like a simple ITB setup or side draft Webers or something on it, and maybe be at SEMA next year with that. So that's just want to enjoy this. We didn't get it running yet, so it's got a few little wiring gremlins to work out, and then we'll be driving it. And you'll see me driving it around, and we're just going to enjoy it.
Thank you for showing us.
Yeah, thank you.
You this really cool Chris's custom-made car, and some specialties are the one who did who made all this magic happen. So tell us about what you guys do.
We're based out of Fresno, California. We're a air springs manufacturer for air suspension components. We make and produce all of our products in the USA, directly in Fresno, California. So it's we're one of the only companies that do air suspension 100% in the U.S.
That's impressive. So what do you have in here?
This is what is probably our most popular product is our air spring. This is a cut open air spring to show you what it looks like from the inside, how it's made, what type of parts are designed and components that are in it to build and manufacture the air spring. But it's basically to show the customer why they should buy our product.
So what's usually the process that people find you guys online or word of mouth?
Usually the best way is going to be social media because everybody's got a cell phone, they have internet access. We do a lot of car shows, we do SEMA show. We're pretty much everywhere we can go to try to get our product out to the customers, but probably the most easiest way is going to our website.
So anyone who couldn't make it to the show today, shout out to them. The name of the social media account that you guys have?
Instagram is going to be slam_specialties and Facebook is Slam Specialties.
Check it out. So all the cars that you get to see at the lot, and you get to see all these creative items as well. You love cars, and here it is. So tell us about the name of the business and what kind of items you have here.
My name is Tony Cameron. I'm with Repurposed Art out of Las Vegas. I just basically do this for fun so far, not selling online yet, so this is just local sales only. You can usually catch me at most car shows, and that's about it really. Like I said, it's just for fun, and just really enjoy doing it.
Where do you find all those car parts?
Anywhere I can. I have friends that help me find a lot of this stuff, and junkyards and Craigslist, and just anywhere I can. It's getting really hard to find some of this stuff, so but yeah, I mean, that's about it. I save it up until I have enough to build 5 or 6 lamps and go from there. So
how about those pinstripes? Do you do that on your
I have a couple different people that actually pay to do the pinstriping. So Sean Hartman, a local, is the one I've been using lately. He's really good. So
excellent. We'll check it out. Well, you see all those cars on the lot at any car show that you go to, but guess what? This doesn't happen so often. You recognize that logo? You can just go on the Uber and catch those really cool 1928 cars. That's a really cool experience. So Giovanni is showing us this beautiful 1965 Impala, and tell us about this whole paint job. It's so beautiful.
Well, pretty much we just came and we wanted a different paint job, so we came out and did something like this. Pretty much it was to get together and we just have fun, you know. So the guy just came and did the whole thing, you know.
So you know someone who capable of doing this, and you had this idea and you put those two together.
Yes.
Let's talk about this really interesting paint portion. What is this called?
Called the water drops.
How How do you do this?
Well, what it is, the guy will come, get the spray bottle, and lay the water down. And then what he'll do, get his spray gun with his candy and lay the candy down. And so that what gives it the look of the water drop. It's a three-dimensional look.
So it's actually one layer
Yes.
over water. That's it.
Yep. You just let it sit there and dry, and it just gets that water drop look.
I've never seen anything like this before. Is this something that you guys came up with?
No, it's been around since like the 50s. So, I mean, everybody been doing it. It's just not, we haven't done it. Everybody does it, you know?
Well, we go to all these car shows in Las Vegas. I've never seen anything like this before. This stands out in the crowd.
I mean, what it is, it's just what it is, you know? So, it's just a nice car.
And I heard that this is your daily car?
Yeah, it's a daily driver. We jump on the freeway. We want to go to LA, we go to LA in it. Drop the top. What is?
Awesome. How long did this take to put all these tapes and layers and design together?
It took us 3 months to do it.
Woo!
3 months. From taping, from candy, from, whatever you see on this car. So, yeah, we wanted to get it done as soon as possible, you know. Thanks to our boy Robert and Henderson who did all the work, all the paint on it to do it for us. So.
Wow. No, this is the Vegas spirit right here. All this dedication, it's beautiful. Thank you so much for showing this car to us.
You're welcome.
We're gonna rock this town, gonna make them scream and shout. Yeah, gonna rock till I'm gonna rock till pop, gonna rock this town.
So here, out of all the cars, and I spot this beautiful boat right here. So tell us about where you originally found the boat.
Well, I actually found this boat. It was at the circle boat races down in Long Beach at Marine Stadium. A guy by the name of Danny Bell built the boat, brought it down there to show it, and was for sale. And so I ended up purchasing it from him down there back in August. And so brought it out here. Rick said, hey, bring out your boat. And so I did, and that's what we ended up coming here for.
Do you live in Las Vegas?
I live in Henderson.
So do you bring it to the Lake Mead?
No, we take it down to Parker at the Parker Strip in Arizona, California border there.
Well, what's the name of this boat?
The boat is it's called Bird's Eye View because of the deck and everything. It's got bird's eye maple, which is one of a kind. All the boats that they did in those days in 1964 and in the wood days was all ribbon mahogany, and so it would look like the dark wood on the side, but that would be on the deck and everywhere else.
It's amazing that you tell us that you bring this to water, and I can't believe it's so nice and shiny.
Yeah, thanks. It's a lot of work.
Oh, let's talk about this little thingy right here. I'm not really familiar with the boat. What does this do?
This is called a cavitation plate, and this makes the attitude kind of like flaps on an airplane, so you can bring the nose of the boat down and bring it up. So there's actually a down pedal that you can adjust, and if you're hitting a wave or making a turn, you can bring the front of the boat down. So.
Wow, excellent. Well, let's talk about this big engine right here.
Yeah, it's a 468 Chevy with a tunnel ram with dual carburetors. It mows it pretty good.
Yeah.
But back in the day, this was a ski boat, so that's what it was designed for.
Wow, what's your plan with this boat? Where you're going to? Anything? You have a plan?
Just enjoy, take it out once in a while on special occasions and have fun and relive the old days.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You got it. Thanks.
Thank you. Wow. Here's 62 Falcon and the beautiful car. It's done by Kathy and Jerry right here. So tell us about the story where you originally found the car.
We found it in Hesperia. Our nephew told us about it. It was one car owner, and it was an old car. It was, just like primered. And then it took us about 6.5 to 7 years to, fix up. And it was Leet Auto Designs, Ken Leet, that did this beautiful job, and Upholstery Plus, who did the upholstery. Yes.
All the work done in Las Vegas?
No, Hesperia, California, high desert. We came all the way from the high desert to here.
Great to have you guys right here. So, all these ideas to bring it to this beautiful condition, whose idea was it?
It was my husband and I.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you flip magazines? What was your inspiration?
Well, I should say it was also Ken Leith's, designs too. We all got together and put it all together, and this is how it turned out.
Well, let's talk about the engine. How big is it?
You can tell them how big the engine is.
351 Windsor, bored and stroked out to 427 cubic inches, 525 horsepower.
Ooh, do you drive this car every day?
Oh no, we just local car shows will take it, but like on long trips we trailer it and stuff.
Let's talk about the inside. The interior is nicely done. How is it put it together?
Oh, like I said, Jose Upholstery Plus did it, and we just left it up to him, and he really did a beautiful job.
And I heard the body and even inside, there's no fiberglass. Everything is done by metal?
Uh-huh.
No fiberglass.
Yeah.
No.
Wow. Well, one thing I really like about is that license plate. Whose idea was that?
It was already there in the car. They just painted it.
The guy that built the car, he did the license plate. He painted the way it looks.
You guys should check it out. It's really cool. Thank you so much for bringing your beautiful car.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rock this town, we're in this place to rock. Yeah, rock this town, we're in this place to rock. Yeah, rock this town, we're in this place to rock.
Hi everyone. Here we have this a little different looking car right here, and this is a group from UNLV, and it's called the SAE. So what does SAE stands for?
SAE stands for the Society of Automotive Engineers, and then which, like what you talked about, we design and build the current car that you see behind us.
What kind of car is this?
It is a car built to SAE's 2016-2017 rules package, so it is a vehicle that can take all-terrain all terrains at any speed, about 35 to 40 miles an hour.
So does this run by a gas, electric?
It's run by gas, so it's a gas 10 horsepower Briggs & Stratton motor that's spec'd out by the series.
So what exactly do you guys do? Do you guys just build the car and design a car and things like that?
Yeah, so we build, design, and compete the car that you see behind us. We build and design it at UNLV, and we compete it in 3 competitions around the United States.
How did you guys do?
Last year we finished, I believe, 35th out of 240 schools.
Ooh, so you guys are quite strong.
Yep. We look to hopefully finish 15th to 20th next year out of about 230 schools as well.
Where do you guys get all these funds?
The university is really big in sponsoring us, so we get fees, or we get money from the College of Engineering, the Howard Hughes College of Engineering at UNLV, as well as the CSUN, UNLV Student Government.
What's the size of this organization?
We have about 15 to 20 highly active members, and then we have about another 50 to 60 members that show up to help out every once in a while.
So what's the average of everybody's major?
The average major for this program tends to be engineering, so more mechanical engineering than not.
So what do you see in the future with this group?
Hopefully next year, when we compete in all 3 events, first time for UNLV, we hope to bring home the Mike Schmidt Memorial Cup, the overall title for the series.
So anyone who doesn't go to UNLV wants to support you guys, how can they help you?
They can get a hold of us through Facebook, so UNLV SAE Rebel Racing, or send us an email at sae.unlv@gmail.com.
Excellent. Oh, good luck, you guys.
Thank you.
They're going to be doing trophies, everybody, so come on up here. They got some great trophies. Come check them out real quick, because they're going to be going on at 8 o'clock, everybody. So if you haven't looked at all the cars, take a walk around.
Hi, everyone. So there are a bunch of cars here, and at this Restoration's car show, you get to see this really unique motorcycle right here. So, Brent, tell us about the whole story, where you originally started with this project.
Well, I'm a 2-stroke guy at heart, and the motor was in my wife's asphalt snowmobile. She used to race at the local quarter mile back in Norwalk, Ohio. And I seen the Snowmobile sitting there, and it was driving me nuts that I couldn't ride it. So I liked motorcycles and I like snowmobiles, so I built the best out of the two.
So it's completely custom made, I guess?
Yes, it is. The frame, the bike is titled as a VX Suzuki 800 motorcycle, but it's got a 900 snowmobile engine on it now.
How fast does this go?
It's only geared for 150 mile an hour, but it will get there very fast. It's a 9-second street bike. It will run 9 seconds at the quarter mile if I put a slick on it.
When you have this engine running, everybody can tell that you're here. It sounds so different from any other motorcycle.
That's a good and a bad thing. When you're driving down the road, the cops will notice it really fast, but I get to make friends really quick too, so it's a good conversation piece. That's the best thing about the bike. I built the bike, and in turn the bike built me. So unfortunately, I'm going to keep the bike forever, as my wife tells me, and hopefully someday I can build something else really cool.
So from the start to finish, how long did you spend to put this whole bike together to the running condition?
When I had an open door policy back home in Fremont, Ohio at Motion Controls and Robotics, and it took me about 4 months to get it up and going. Once I knew it was drivable and street worthy, then I tore it back apart and made it beautiful, which took me another 2 months. So probably all in all about 6 months after hours. So.
Compared to the stock condition of this particular motorcycle, what is different with this kind of engine on it?
This is a two-stroke. It's about 180 horsepower, 900 cc. It's 900 cc of hang the hell on. It's just totally different than a four-stroke 900, which basically it had before. Those are kind of slow, but they're more friendly. This is just fast, wicked, and it'll scare you every time you drive it. That's what I like about it.
The sitting position, how you sit on this bike, from the back, it really looked almost like a Batman's, what's the name of it? The
Batman bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a sit-up style, and it's not a crotch rocket. It's somewhere in between. But I'm 6'4", and I just figured I needed a big bike to be comfortable on. 600s just seemed to be too little for me. So this is just a weird idea I had and I brought it to life. So I'm kind of proud of what I came up with, and it gets noticed.
Great job done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we have Carl, the Jetstar right here, and then look at this beautiful, beautiful car. It's nicely displayed, and it must be taking all this show prize from any other places. So tell us about the story where you originally found the car.
Well, we found this in Hurricane, Utah, approximately 17 years ago. We found this pickup, and then it's been in transformation ever since.
What was the whole process of bringing it to this pristine condition?
This is a long process. We took it off the frame, did a powder-coated frame, fully air suspension. In Las Vegas, Nevada, we have to have permission to do a motor swap. It had a 6-cylinder, was what we call a bare bones truck, a half-ton pickup. And we did that. We did the motor swap. We did the paint's been done by Nuncio Auto Body here in Las Vegas, Nevada, a small father and son shop. The air suspension has been done by the Rod Shop here in Las Vegas, and all the artwork here and this painstaking work you see, the variegated gold leaf and the pinstriping has been done by Jeff Roberts out of Pomona, California. And this year the new addition was the all Napa leather seat from Mark Lopez, Elegance Audio Interiors out of Upland, California.
Did you mention about the suspension? And
yeah, the suspension is a full air ride suspension, front, back, side to side, all AccuAir suspension on this truck.
With this nice display, I'm sure you know how and where to bring those to. Has this car ever been on the magazine or some type of show?
Yeah, this truck has been featured in Lowrider magazine, November 2014. Brothers truck in Lowrider magazine. It's been featured in C10 Builder's Guide, as well as we've shown it at the Pomona Roadster Show.
I see you and your friends have the matching shirt. Let's talk about this.
Absolutely. Well, we put Christ first in our life, and he makes it all happen. You know, it says, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. So that's what we do. You know, we have fun, and we build lowrider trucks, and this is what you see after 17 years of transformation.
Well, I have one question. Where and who decided this particular green on this car?
Well, I'm going to tell you a story about this color green. This is a medium olive metallic. Of course, I'm from Brooklyn. Everything I own is green. My team, they call me the Jetster. I'm from New York, so the New York Jets are my team. But I bring a color book home for my wife, and I said, honey, can you please pick a beautiful green color out? And she picked this color, and let me tell you, it's one of the beautiful, most beautiful greens that I've ever seen.
It's really, really nice. Thank you so much for showing this car with us.
Well, thank you, and thank you for coming out here to Rick's Restorations.
All right, DC, everybody.
Hi everyone, here's this really rusty car that I heard it's in the running condition. So Mike, tell us about this car that's in the back.
The 1940 Chevy truck cab with a 1947 bed, the 1939 Ford grill, and the 1940 tailgate, and also a 65 Ford Mustang drivetrain.
Yes, please. Let's break it down.
We started with the shell of the truck cab. 10 months later, this is what we ended up with by finding and fabricating parts. And we built this in a 2-car garage on the front of my house. And I don't, you know, it's got a unique stuff. It's got a chain steering, it's got split shifters, all handcrafted. And we don't even have drill presses in the shop. We do this all with hand tools.
Wow, you must have all these ideas. There's a wrench as a gear, I don't know, like I saw a pair of boots inside. What's going on?
The shift boots, you gotta have shift boots, and those are true blue shift boots. The big truck's a 1948 white. It's made with 90% original parts, but the truck was in about 30 pieces when we found it. The cab was cut up in 5 pieces alone. We had to unchop it and put it back together. We built the big truck in 9 months, weekends only. We had a lot of fun building it.
So the name Snotty's Garage, where did that come from?
Everybody calls me Snotty, and we did it in my garage at my house. So Snotty's Garage makes sense.
So at least I count 3 cooler on those cars.
One more time.
Coolers.
Coolers.
Yeah.
All the coolers. All the coolers. Yeah, we always carry coolers. You got to. Coolers and barbecues and anything else you can think of that's wild and crazy. I mean, it's fun. You can entertain when you go to a car show.
Yeah, there are 2. Yeah, let's go to the back then. The barbecue grill that Mike was talking about are those 2. The beer cakes, and it's ready to go, I bet.
Oh yeah, they're always ready to go. And what's unique about them is they all fold up and go inside the body. So they're always with the truck, no matter where you're at, which makes it fun. You know, we can show up at a place and cook for 30 people if we want to, and just have a great time at a car show. That's all that matters. And the name of this big truck is called the Rat Trap. And the reason why, if you look at this bar here, this is a trap, like a mouse trap. It catches the rat rod going on the back, so that's why it's called the Rat Trap. The bait is the can of nitro that hangs off the back of the cab. It has a theme.
Oh, these ideas. What inspires you?
Everybody that comes and helps and works on them. There's a group of guys that have always came around, and we're very open about letting anybody's ideas come in, and we don't shut them down just because one guy has an idea and another guy doesn't. If we all like it, we vote on it and we use it. Like the mirror mounts are headers, actually, and there was a mistake. It was a joke, actually, when a guy walked by and he held them up and said, let's build header mounts. And we kind of all liked it, and we built header mounts and mirrors, and before you know it, here she is, you know, the boots, the shifter boots, you know, I mean, kind of makes sense, right? You got to have a shifter boot, so you got shifter boots. That's the way it is. But the theme behind the big truck is we wanted to make it look like we built it in 1948, and the paint wore out. The truck is 90% original. We used all of the original gear out of the stuff. Even though it was in 100 parts when we found it, we found a lot of vendors and stuff that had parts and had a lot of parts remanufactured for it and stuff. And it made it a really interesting build because we didn't put a big diesel in it. We didn't put a big blown motor in it. We went back to the original parts from 1948, and that's what this big truck is. And that's what that I'm most proud of on this big truck. The fact of that and the friends that came together to build this.
So at the Sony's garage, what's in the future?
We really don't know. We just, when something shows up, we build it. This was just came about, and we saw pictures of some parts, and we went and looked at them, and we decided to build a car hauler.
Are those two cars done?
These are done as far as we're going to do them. Now they're for sale.
So where can find you guys?
At any car show in Vegas, that's where you find us, or at our house, but I ain't giving out that address. Maybe to you.
Next time you see Mike at the car show, call at him.
Yes,
Thank you, Mike.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you guys.